Morning folks, welcome to another exciting episode of Savanna Stay-at-Home Safaris. So just starting out for the morning and we've got that beautiful hawk eagle, a very impressive bird of prey to start off the day. Often there's a pair of them, they hunt cooperatively, so never a bad idea to try and spot the other one. Nearly up ahead. So two nice mature elephant bulls. So always a great bird to see. It's the famous Klega Mafazi, as the Shangans and the Zulus call it. It's a green wood hoopoe. So very vocal, very active in the morning like that. And that Klega Mafazi, as we call it, literally translates to singing, chattering ladies. So we've got the big mature male Nyaleti with us here. The vehicle that found him was saying that he was showing interest in some warthogs, and I think that's why he settled down next to this termite mound here in the hope that there's still a warthog inside the burrow, inside the mound there. So you can see typical cat-like posture. Even though those eyes are closed, those ears are continuously working, moving, listening. And make no mistake that as soon as there's a small rustle or a small sound, if that warthog is still in the area, he'll be able to pick up on any slight bit of movement. And you can just tell by the way those ears are working back and forth. So Nyaleti's just moved himself into a bit of a better position there, and probably to get some shade. Sun's getting high now, so still put himself in line for a hunting opportunity, but looking to settle down, and we hope that he gets lucky. So we've got tortoise pan and tumba having some interaction. Tortoise pan, the smaller leopard, which is walking in front, walking away from tumba. It's not often that we get to see two male leopards so close together like this, and you can clearly see Tamba is by far the bigger leopard. So we've been saying for some time that this interaction that we're seeing is inevitable. We've basically got 4 male leopards crammed into this area at the moment. Ravenscourt, Nyaleti, Tamba and the tortoise pan male. And just what is interesting, at the moment we're literally on the verge of Nyaleti's territory. So these 2 young leopards here, tortoise pan and Tamba, both sort of flexing their muscles, trying to see who's bigger, who's stronger, but neither of them have actually got their own set territory. They still need to come across Nyaleti and Ravenscourt at some point. So just incredible, just as we suspected, Nyaleti has now turned up. He's heard the noise, he's heard the commotion, and now he wants to know which 2 young, overconfident young male leopards are snooping around in his territory. And just so interesting to see how Tamba went from chasing the tortoise pan male, the smaller male, and now he, of course, you could clearly see him now backing down, submissive and walking away from Nyaleti. So Nyaleti's probably confused as well. You can see him just peeking over his shoulder there, probably not realizing that tortoise pan male is also in the area, and we're not sure tortoise pan knows that Nyaleti has turned up. You might assume it's still Tamba growling and snarling. So Nyaleti has obviously followed and found tortoise pan, and you can clearly see how tortoise pan is submissive, moving away. So what we have seen that certainly has been interesting is just how important these senses are. The vocalizing, the scuffing, the marking, the rubbing, releasing all of those chemicals, all of those scents, all of those sounds to send the message. This is me, this is who I am, I'm big, I'm strong, I'm submissive. And again, that's to try and avoid that fatal confrontation. So we've clearly seen how it looks as if Nyaleti has sent the message across, and now tortoise pan and Tamba have both moved off and out of Nyaleti's territory. So just a fantastic morning there with that interaction. Nyaleti's moving north. The two young male leopards have moved out of his territory, and all seems to be settled without any sort of confrontation. So a win from all sides there. So we've left the area where Tortoise Pan and Nyaleti were growling and snarling, and somewhat down the road Tumba's settled down into some shade, and you can clearly see the impalas have spotted him and alarm calling profusely. I think after the morning Tumba's had, he's got no interest in hunting at the moment, so impala's letting everyone know that there's danger in the area. So, folks, you can see there's just not much you can say to describe that, except it's incredible, it's amazing. Have a beautiful breeding herd of elephants like that coming down to the water for a drink and walking through the clearings. Got to be one of my favorite things to see out here. It's just so fortunate with the cats of late, and Yesterday the guys were lucky enough to have the young male cheetah on that kill, and this here is that our resident mature male. So great to see him again. So just from this angle it's nice to actually see the clear spots that are on the cheetah. So with the leopard it's more of a rosette, as we call it, and that's one of the many differences between the cheetah and the leopard. So a classic cat after a bit of grooming, a nice stretch, he's ready to go again, and we'll try to stay with him as long as we can. Not much light left in the day. Now folks, as we start running out of light there, just come to the end of what's been another amazing day, and I'm sure you'll agree, never disappoints a good day in the bush. Thanks for watching Savannah Stay at Home Safaris, and we're going to see you next time.